All right, so you ready for another deep dive? This week in college football, oh man, we got some wild stuff. Like, seriously, upsets, close games, and some performances that'll leave you scratching your head like, hold on, did that just happen?
It was a crazy week.
We got to start with this guy, Ashton Jeanty, right?
Oh, yeah.
8 straight games, over 100 rushing yards for Boise State.
8.
I mean,
it's unreal.
I was looking back, and the last Bronco to even come close was, you remember Ian Johnson?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Back in 2008, and he only had 6 in a row.
I mean, what Giananti's doing, this puts him in a whole other category. You just don't see this consistency, especially at running back. And, it's not just talent. It's durability. It's vision week after week.
Some guys are just, I don't know, they just got that extra gear or something.
Yeah.
He's one to watch. But speaking of, we got to talk about this Miami-Duke game.
Oh, man, what a game.
Down to the wire. Miami pulls it out.
Yeah.
But Cam Ward, 5 touchdowns.
He was deal.
But Duke really gave them a run for their money.
They did. This was a real statement win for Miami, I think. When you think about it, Duke's offense was on fire, right? And Miami had to really, really dig deep to pull this one out. And sometimes, honestly, a close win against a tough opponent like that, I think that does more for your ranking than just blowing somebody out.
Yeah, it shows that you can handle the pressure.
Exactly. Shows resilience. And that's what championship teams are made of.
For sure. You can't always just rely on talent alone. You got to have that, that grit.
You got to have that heart.
That heart, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to want it. Speaking of tough battles, rough week for Penn State.
Oh, yeah.
After that loss to Ohio State.
It's rough.
Big Ten rivalries are always just brutal.
Brutal.
And this one, man, this could have serious ripple effects for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah. You almost got to feel for James Franklin right now. I mean, the expectations on these coaches at these top programs, it's insane. And every loss, it's magnified.
Oh, yeah.
The fans are calling for your head. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back from this one.
For sure. All right, you ready for some upsets?
Hit me.
Texas Tech taking down Iowa State. I did not see that coming.
Who did?
No one.
No one.
I don't think even Texas Tech fans saw that coming.
But that's why you can't underestimate any team in college football. For Texas Tech, this is huge. They were on a losing streak, and beating a ranked team like Iowa State, proves they're still a contender in the Big 12. For Iowa State, though, this hurts their playoff hopes for sure.
Big time. And speaking of teams that are facing those must-win situations, let's head down to Texas, where Houston, man, they pulled off a huge upset against Kansas State.
Yeah, no kidding.
Huge.
This right here. This is why those conference championships are just crucial, man. A loss like this, especially this late in the season, it can really hurt Kansas State's chances of even making it to the Big 12 championship, let alone the playoffs.
Yeah, that's going to sting a little bit. I'm thinking Michigan State fans are probably feeling some similar pain after that brutal loss to Indiana.
Ooh, that one was rough.
Indiana, I don't know what happened. They were not expected to dominate like that.
Nobody saw that coming.
Michigan State's got a tough schedule coming up, though, so they're really going to need to, figure some things out quick if they want to have any chance of salvaging the season.
Absolutely.
But hey, we got to end on a positive note.
Oh, absolutely.
How about South Carolina? The only undefeated team left in the SEC.
It's nuts.
And they took down Texas A&M. Oh, man, they made it look easy.
Like, it was nothing. It's a huge deal to be undefeated in the SEC at this point in the season. And listen, the pressure's on, but the potential for a championship run, that's there too. I mean, all eyes are on them right now.
I mean, it really is wild how quickly things can change.
Yeah.
Just in college football, so many upsets already this season. Makes you wonder, what other twists and turns are we going to see? Could we see another Cinderella story? Could another undefeated team go down? Well, guess you'll have to tune in next week to find out.
I'll be here.
See you then.